The theme mobility and energy for the future is the resonating theme of KPIT Sparkle since 2015. So if you look at it, there is a lot of things to be done in electric vehicles. When we say something about new motor design, we are pointing towards either a change in geometry of the motors, either a material change, or some kind of a new concept itself. If you look into motor control techniques, we are actually saying we are trying to tell you that the control system, the motor requires a controller which is not manufactured in India. Basically, it is imported from outside India, and we would want these controllers to be developed inside India. So if you have some idea regarding how to design the controller, you need to submit an idea along with some kind of a simulation to actually tell why your controller is better than what is available right now. Then if we go to the electric motor efficiency, there are many parameters which actually control this motor efficiency improvement. You need to find out those parameters, maybe model them, and first do a simulation, check the results, find out if really your efficiency has improved, show how much efficiency has improved. These kind of things are expected. Now, in the thermal management techniques for EV components like battery and motors, for two and three wheelers, etc., basically what is expected is like in a four wheeler, basically these thermal management techniques are related to the vapor compression cycles. So it is related to how you cool the battery system. Now if you have something better than that, because the vapor compression cycle, it's a normal refrigeration cycle which is used, and it also has a drain on the auxiliary batteries which are used. So if you are able to change the way it is done, the power requirement, or maybe the power technique, or the process of integration, you will be able to just find out new ways, new materials for it. That's for us. Hybrid electric supervisory controls for HEVs. Basically, supervisory controls are the controls which decide if when a electric motor should work and when an IC engine should work in case of an hybrid electric vehicle. So all these supervisory controls are also having some kind of an efficiency, some kind of a you may say a factor which factors in for you may say the battery life, the miles that you get. So all these things are interrelated. If you have something new, we expect you to actually show us through simulation first, and then prove it to us through an actual prototype. So new transmission designs for HEVs are again a area where you can think of, if you are having an idea in this area of designing a new transmission for an HEV, then in that case you can actually opt for it. Hydrogen fuel cell for automotive, integration of fuel cell stack in a vehicle. I'll tell you about this. Till now, this is an open box. Basically, this is an idea no one has actually been able to successfully demonstrate in Sparkle till now. There are many people who have tried this, but there is like, it is not as easy. Like what we are trying to say is just buying a fuel cell from Amazon and putting it in a vehicle. It's not like that. You need to show the whole, first show the plant, how it works, what is the efficiency of the plant. Then most probably what you should do for the next stage is about integrating it. If you're doing something new in the fuel cell, that is important. It's not that you just buy a fuel cell and put it in. That's not the reason why this thing is written over here. And alternative to Nafion membrane. So everyone should know that Nafion membrane is something very costly, and it is a ion exchange membrane which is used in the fuel cell. Basically, if you are able to change the material from Nafion to something else, you are going to bring down the cost of the fuel cell, and that is important. Thermal management of fuel cell is again a topic which is very important, because this Nafion membrane starts getting degrading if the thermal parameters are not controlled correctly. So is there a better way of control? That is what is being asked over here. Charging infrastructure for electric vehicles. We have seen that there are n number of electric vehicles which are there in the market right now, but there are no charging infrastructure, as in case, if you take India as a use case. Basically, in India, we are having too many cars, and maybe fast charging of EVs would be required, wireless charging of EVs would be required. So there are some standards which you need to follow on this. You need to actually find out if really it can be implemented to a full scale. So last year, some people had tried it, but they have not successfully demonstrated it. So that's the reason this is still open for the contest. Machine learning, artificial intelligence for automotive, machine learning based diagnostics for EVs is one area. Deep learning for vehicle parking detection and rule violations. Basically, it's more on how you are going to use these. So this is a typical project for integration, not just integration, but it is a software plus a hardware kind of a solution. So I had given you a small example last time, webinar. But what I understand, what I would also like to tell you is that till now, the teams who have come in, they have not yet completed the whole package. So it means that the end user, if it is an app, the end user should be able to see it through the app, where the parking slot is, where he should park. All these things should be clearly demonstrated. So that this is one of the areas. Telematics for two and four wheelers, basically in-car speech recognition, bike navigation systems is one area that we should be having. What about how do they navigate when the internet is not there? Is a use case which needs to be looked into. Telematics for vehicle fleet operations, goods and transport, taxis. So all these things are basically related to, in you may say, telematics. So, and there is a huge scope for this, because if you look at the spread of the country, there is and the kind of network which is available, there is a huge way you can actually innovate in some of the systems over here. So road vehicle and passenger safety, shared mobility, in this smart helmets, don't there is one thing I want to tell you about smart helmets. Do not integrate any alcohol detection sensors inside this. Last time, hundreds of people have done this. We have just not looked at it, because you think about it, will someone buy a helmet which has a alcohol detection sensor inside it? It is something that you should know what is the design limit to which, or you cannot, these are some personal freedoms which you cannot hinder people's personal freedom when you are designing something. Reducing tire bursts, we are looking at new materials, better visibility for night driving, accident prevention. These are systems which can be used in the night to prevent accidents, to alarm riders during night, where the light is not, when the driving conditions are difficult at that time. Even when driving conditions are difficult due to weather, even at that time, platform for multimodal transport is one important thing. But you need to now consider an important change which has come up, is the COVID pandemic. Now if you look at it, you need to find out solutions, sanitization solutions, social distancing models in public transport, solutions for masks, self sanitizing material in vehicle, proximity alert mechanisms, innovative air quality systems in vehicles. So all these things are related to the crowded together in one place, all those things. So basically, so this is what this was about, the details of mobility.